closed to the public, but we take the opportunity at every chance to live stream a few things for the people of God here in the Archdiocese and throughout the world. Later today, we will have the Adoration live streamed, and on Wednesdays and Fridays, we will have the Stations of the Cross. Also, each morning, we will live stream the Mass at 7 o'clock. So, we sent a message to a number of people asking during this time if they have any questions that they would like answers to from us here at St. Patrick's. And this week we got 3 questions, kind of similar almost. Let me read the first one. I usually do the rosary before I go to sleep. Some nights I fall asleep while doing the rosary. Do I need to finish them when I wake up? Can I wait until I go to bed the next night, or do I have to start over? Well, the rosary is a beautiful devotion that we have, bringing us closer to Mary and to God. It's our opportunity to think about and pray about the mysteries of the incarnation of Christ. And we join with millions of people throughout the world who offer their rosaries every day. If you fall asleep during the rosary, you don't have to begin all over again the next day. You don't have to make up for what you missed. You have the voluntary prayer that you have, and that's the way it was. It might be a good time, a good idea to pick another time if this is a constant falling asleep that you have. If you do the rosary every day, it's a great way of staying close to God, and it's a great devotion that we as Catholics have. Second question, I pray at home daily, but feel like I am distant from God because I have not gone to church or confession. Do you have any suggestions of what I can do at home to help me with this feeling? Well, one of the things that we're doing right now is live streaming these questions, as we will live stream the Mass and live stream the Stations of the Cross at different times of the day. So that's certainly something that you can plug in, turn on your computer, stpatrickscathedral.org, and you'll come to the live streaming that we're doing here. Certainly during this time when most of us are at home, there's an opportunity for reading, for praying in private, for joining ourselves to the church that's wider than just our own limited view that we have is staying at home ourselves. We're hoping that when this virus is over and when we've conquered it, that churches will see an uptick of men and women realizing how important their faith was. And sometimes when we're deprived of the acts of our faith, then it means so much more to us when we're finally able to partake in confessions and in masses and in being part of a community in the church. Last question. Now that I am home, I watch adoration a few days a week. Can you let me know what I should be doing during adoration? Well, you should be praying, joining yourself to the mystery of the Eucharist, understanding that the presence of Christ is there in the monstrance as we adore Christ, the bread of life, the bread of heaven. So certainly you should be praying. You can, during this time of crisis, you certainly can unite yourself with our Holy Father and our Cardinal Dolan, and all of the people that are doing their best to bring an end and a conquering to this terrible health crisis that we're all in. Praying in your own words, praying the Our Father, praying the Rosary during adoration are all great things that you can be and you should be doing. So those are our questions for the week. We'll have another session when we get more questions next week. God bless you all. Join me in praying for God's strength and God's wisdom during this horrible time, that very soon we'll all be able to come together back in church and back in community. God bless you all.